Hey guys, what's up? Today I thought I would go back and listen to When the End Began. So it's been about 4 months since When the End Began came out, and my opinions of it have changed drastically. I don't know if you guys watched my initial review, but if you didn't, go watch it. But I'm going to review it again, song by song, because I've grown to love songs that I didn't like as much, and I've grown to not like songs that I freaking loved when I first heard them, you know? But altogether, this album's amazing. Best album of the year last year for me. I can't stop listening to it. So I'm just gonna go through. I'm watching all like the lyric videos of the Swirly Head. I'm waiting for my coffee. This is the best thing on the planet. There should be a video here. If not, I was too lazy and now it's just a white screen, so I don't think I'll do that. Voice is cracking a lot, puberty, you know. And by the way, this is all leading up to a definitive ranking of every Silent Planet song ever made. So to be honest, Thus Spoke is a very awesome opening. It builds a lot of hype. The lyrical content is very poetic as usual. It's just pretty sick song, and it leads to one of the best songs on the album, by the way. Just to open this album the right way. The New Eternity. It's the best part. I usually think songs about the end of the earth are kind of annoying and cliche. I mean, it's probably not. You're all like, it's not about the end of the earth, stupid idiot. But I love this song so much. It wasn't my favorite song when I first heard it, but it quickly became probably one of my top songs on this album. By the way, I'm usually not a fan of the Silent Planet singer, as you guys know. He made me a believer in this album. Unlike a lot of songs on the album that sounded like hopeful, this one sounds very bleak. It's definitely not the only one that sounds that way, but this one's very bleak and bleak. The New Eternity, 9 out of 10. This is gonna be hard, I just realized. Next is Northern Fires. Definitely grew on me. The rappy part, it's one of my favorite Silent Planet things they've ever done. Is the and I'm just gonna say this song just gets a 9 as well. This is one of the best verses Silent Planet has ever created. See, I guess like unlike other songs that have this like very generic structure, this song complements each chorus with a new thing, you know? After the first chorus, you got the... After the second chorus, you get the freaking outro that's just relentless and it just repeats. It's like an August Burns Red breakdown to me, where he says the same thing over and over and it just hits harder every time. Like, I'm excited right now to hear it. I'm excited. I don't know. The New Eternity and Northern Fires, I don't know which one's better. I don't think there is. I think they're both 9s. Wow. What a genius. After Dusk. This one's another one that sounds bleak. This one's definitely slower, more melodic. In my first review, also it didn't vibe with me that well. I think this is one of the weaker songs on the album, Don't At Me, because it's still one of their best songs ever. It's just that this album is just their best album ever. This first breakdown is sick though. I don't think drums work. This is the song about the end of the world. I'm an idiot. This is the one I meant. New Eternity is about like leaders being corrupt and whatever. Just because I have to compare it to the other songs in the album, I think I would give this lower than the last two. Higher than when I first heard it, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Go back and watch the video. I don't remember what I rated them. After Dusk, I will give 7.5. It's arbitrary. Just because I don't want to give it a 7 is too low. And 8, I think, is too high. That's honestly the reasoning. I'm not an expert at this. Is my coffee ready? It only took 9 years. T for Silent Planet. So now we come to the visible unseen. So this song has that thing. I replay that in my head all the time when I'm at work and I'm just humming or whistling because I'm so happy to be at work. Spoiler alert, this song is one of the best things I've ever written. The beginning flows into a masterful piece of audio that just all flows together. The fact that he gets all these stories from people at his shows, they're heartbreaking stories, but he turns them into like beautiful songs to make you aware of some kind of problem. This isn't love, this is a stain. I love that it goes from something calm and beautiful to ferocity, and then the chorus. And then the chorus is the best one on the album. It might be. There's another song I'm thinking of that has an equally good chorus, I would say. And then just back to ferocity. It's like they just know how to blend everything so well together. I'll show you how is the place. It's in the secrets we keep. Oh God. This little build-up thing reminds me a lot of Bring Me the Horizon. Not in a bad way, because they suck now, but just like how all I used to like build up everything like that, and then it would just be a breakdown, you know? I keep thinking people are coming in, and then it's just the wind. Scary wind. I live in New Mexico, we don't have wind like this. Just kidding, it's every year. Spring sucks. Spring's so pretty when he's singing low. I love when he sings low. Not low, but like quiet. I don't know music terms. And then they drag the chorus, which is really good for the song. It works well. Just so you can get more of that melody in the background and that lead. Every part in the song flows into the next perfectly. And out of, I think, every song they've ever written, it's the best structured song. I can't wait for the next part. And when I'm in the part I'm in it, you know. I'm like, yes. And then I'm like, oh yeah, this part's next. Oh yeah, this is next. Yes. And it's just great. I love that song. 10 out of 10. It's perfect. What are you doing? Stop! Pugs. Can't live with them? That's the end of that statement. Stop it! Vanity of Sleep. So when I heard this song, this is one of my favorite songs by Silent Planet ever at the time. It has come down a little bit. The hype has come down a little bit. But it's still one of my favorite songs by them. It's just that other songs on the album I think are better than that. I like these little tiny passages he puts in the very background. If you're not listening, you won't hear them. This line's pretty cheesy to me. I built a home overlooking a graveyard to remind myself that I'm still alive. It sounds like a Lil Wayne lyric or something. I guess I would say this song is more about the message than the sonic content of the song, because this part's sick. This is one of the highlights of the album. He's like the Lupe Fiasco of metal. So yeah, besides that monologue at the end, I think Vanity of Sleep is cohesive and awesome, but it doesn't have like that standout moment, you know, besides the monologue. The past did. So I would give Vanity of Sleep an 8. In Absence is very different for Silent Planet, as you all know. It's not that I don't like it, it's just, it's the weakest song for me. But I think their intention was to just do something different. It's a beautiful song. It's just not really for me, you know? So in Absence, I'm going to give probably a 6.5. Next is Share the Body. And I have great news for you guys. This has become one of my favorite songs. I know I said that it was my least favorite of the singles. Now it's like one of my favorite songs. I don't know. I love everything about it. And it's so sad. Like every time I listen to it, I'm like, I need to take a shower or something. When I first heard it, I thought the flow of the song was like generic. Okay, this in An Absence is kind of scaring me, but then, I don't know, it's actually really different. And this spoken word part is one of Garrett's best too. Because the music behind it is so cool and it drives it. Like another Rage Against the Machine. This is so hard to rate. Share the Body gets, I would say, it's so hard. I didn't prep for this at all. I didn't think it'd be this hard. Honestly, I'm gonna give it another 9. Everyone gets a 9. I'm Oprah with the 9s. There's a bar. So this is Firstborn. I probably listened to it about 20 times. This song is super powerful, and it's, for me, the saddest song on the album. It gives me a lump in my throat every time I hear it. It's like Hush I Yell by No Sleeper. And this is the song I was talking about with the chorus that probably rivals The Visible Unseen. You bury me! And like, not that you can't feel Garrett's emotion in every song, but this song, it sounds so gut-wrenching. Like he's in anguish in the song. This one, in Depths 3, he like feels what he hasn't experienced. And even the symbolism, watching the ink go into the water like that, just corrupting everything, it's really cool. So already he's painted a picture of this family who's obviously going through a mourning phase, and the seasons are going by, but everything feels empty. They're in like this fog. They're not communing with each other like they should. Like congregants, like a church, struggle to console one another. Like they don't know how to help each other. He says like, how I envy the calm that occupies your mind. That's crazy to think about, like the father or something, like sitting there in anguish, just wishing he was as calm as his deceased child. That's powerful, man. I don't know. Even this breakdown is so heavy, it just feels sad. Like, he's just angry, but in a sad way. And this part sounds, he just sounds so sad here. That's why for this song I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10, only because it takes a lot out of you. So 9.5 for sure. And it's just sad how they don't end the song with any silver lining. They don't end the song with like the family getting over it or moving on. It just stays with them. Lower Empire. This song I raved about when I first heard the album, you guys remember? Just because it's so much different than they've ever done. They really tried to hone in on that djenty, progressive style. To be honest with you guys, I don't love it as much as I did. I think the songs before it just fit my style more. I'm not usually into this kind of style, but I love that they did it. Because sonically the song's super cool. Like I wish I had an instrumental version of the song. This robot part is super cool. It's my favorite part of the song. And it really gets the message across too. I do love the song though. It's not one of their worst by any means. It's just I don't like it as much as I did. So Lower Empire would probably give a 7.5. The Enemy of Time, this is a weird one. The subject matter is really weird, and I don't honestly know how I feel about it. Every time I listen to it, I have a different opinion, so let's see how I feel about it right now. Chai tea! This is another one of their songs that I just don't know what the lyrics mean. It sounds cool. I mean, it's like an alien thing, obviously. And this build-up is cool too, this pre-chorus thing. This chorus is probably my least favorite on the album, including In Absence. It just doesn't do anything new or interesting for me. It's not to say it's bad. I mouth it every time I hear it. It's very catchy too. But Garrett has another spoken word, which I like. Especially because this one builds up with anger, which is cool. But I guess another thing is that I don't connect with the subject matter at all. I guess it's more of like him just having fun, I think, which is cool. It's about aliens and time, and so I guess it's just people communing with aliens. I like this part with the flanger or whatever, phaser on his voice, because it reminds me a lot of Linkin Park, and I love Linkin Park. Yeah, cool. The Anatomy of Time, Babel. I would give a 7. If it plays, it plays. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Depths 3. I just love how personal and from Garrett's mind this song is. I think this song encompasses what it's like to have anxiety and depression. Okay, so we've taken another journey through When the End Began. So obviously, my least favorite song on the album is In Absence, and that was at a 6.5, I think. I'm not gonna go back, I didn't write it down, don't know. And then I would put The Anatomy of Time. I guess third least favorite, or least enjoyed, I guess, would be Lower Empire. I think it went that low, to be honest. Lower Empire definitely pushed more boundaries than any of the other songs, but just not, in my humble opinion, the best way. Don't know how to articulate anything I have to say ever. That's why I do videos where I talk. After Dusk. Also a different sounding song from them. It's slower, and I love that song, but you have to be in the mood for that song. So it doesn't work all the time for me. I think most of these songs are better than any of their previous work, which is awesome because their previous work is some of my favorite music. So after Dusk, after Dusk, I would put Vanity of Sleep. I was looking forward to the album because of that song. And I'm actually glad that that's not one of the top songs on the album, because it just shows how many of them are better, obviously, in my opinion. After Vanity of Sleep, this is where it's going to get really hard. And to be honest, most of these are going to be interchangeable. I guess Share the Body. This is so hard. Why are you making me do this? You're not. Northern Fires is next. So after Northern Fires, I would put The New Eternity. So next for me would be Depths 3 after The New Eternity. Poetry at its best. Firstborn, because that song just aches my insides, much like Depths 3. And Invisible Unseen is just a beautiful song. Like it has everything that I look for in a song, and it just keeps, like I said, just leading to the next thing, which is dope. So that's where I stand with this album. I'm so glad it's amazing. Let me know what you thought of the album now, what you think of the album now, and how your opinions changed. I tried to do the new After the Burial song, but it got blocked like 15 times, so there's just no way I can do it. I'm sorry. See you guys later.
My shore, my shore, born from the war, we treasure.